as an imam, thinking about mercy, I think it's very interesting, as a non-Muslim myself, thinking about why the Quran begins with mercy in each surah. And what you were saying to me just a moment ago, just earlier, is that, if I'm understanding you correctly, that the Quran basically starts with mercy because God has given us so much as human beings that we really can't repay him for all the bounty that he's given us in terms of sight. And
that's what we believe.
Now you see different religious communities as ummas, Jewish, Christian, Islamic. What is the relationship of the individual to the ummah?
The individual Muslim, he's supposed to belong to the ummah that he is supposed to be part of.
Okay.
Like a Muslim, he belongs to the Muslim ummah.
Mm-hmm.
The Christian belongs to his Christian ummah, and
Mm-hmm.
Jewish belongs to his Jewish ummah.
Mm-hmm.
We all together make the community.
And are these strictly voluntary commitments that we make to our communities? If we want to join them, we can join them. If we want to leave them, we can leave them.
Actually, nobody has forced anybody. In our religion, you cannot force anybody to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to come to the mosque, you come to the mosque. You are actually, the teaching of the Prophet tells you need to come to the mosque to pray in congregation. But if you choose not to do that, nobody's going to go to the house or drag you from the house and say, you have to come to the mosque.
Understood.
It doesn't work this way.
Got it.
And there is no compulsory in Islam.
So when the Constitution of the United States, with the Bill of Rights in the Constitution, it seems to be focused on assuring individual rights, correct, rather than community rights.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is there something within Islamic law that also recognizes individual as opposed to community rights?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I want to tell you a story about that.
Sure. Okay.
There is a story about a ruler in Egypt. His name is Amr ibn al-As.
Say it again.
Amr ibn al-As.
Okay.
His son, one day, he wanted to race another child. They were racing like kids playing, like 13, 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to raise a child from Christian Coptic faith. In Egypt, that's the faith, the Coptic.
Mm-hmm.
So they start the race, and the Coptic won the race. So the son of Amr ibn al-As, who was the ruler of Egypt at that time, he told him, you beat me and I am the son of the nobles, and he hit him in his face. This person did not like it. And he traveled from Egypt to Medina to see Umar ibn al-Khattab, who was the second Khalifa of Islam. And this man, they used to call him the Al-Faruq, which means the one who divides between the right and the wrong. So he told him, Amir al-Mu'minin, the Prince of Believer, this is what the Khalifa called at that time, said, I want to tell you my story. He said, what's your story? He said, I am a Christian Coptic. I raced the son of Umar ibn al-As. I won the race. And when I won the race, he came to me, slapped me on my face, and he said, I am the son of the noble. How can you win the son of noble? You know what the Khalifa did?
Go ahead.
He sent a messenger to Egypt, told him to come, you and your father. He brought the ruler and his son, and he brought him in the front of that kid. And he told them, you need to take your rights right now. He slapped you, you need to slap him. And you need to slap his father, the ruler. Why? Because of you, your son abused your power. This is kind of Islamic ruling, Islamic teaching, Islamic governing at that time. Islam was dealing with everybody equally. And so many stories like this during history that I can tell you.
Interesting. So, well, let's talk about justice a little bit.
And that's justice.
Yes. I think that was a very good story on justice. From my understanding, as somebody who's read some of the Quran I'm trying to learn about Islam as a non-Muslim. In terms of justice, it's a very important concept in Islam. That's true.
Absolutely.
Could you talk about why justice is so crucial, or what you think about that?
Because without justice, there is corruption. With corruption is destruction. Destruction leads to the vanishing of the ummah. So justice for everybody. When Allah was addressing anything about justice, He will say, "O mankind." He didn't say, "O believer, O Muslims." He says, "O mankind."